Yeah, good morning, viewers. You're welcome to today's broadcast. Of course, it is City Stand, and I'm your anchor, Michael Adekunle. It is the channel where the opinions of people matter. Of course, like I do say on the program, both the reviewers and viewers are all analysts, are all reviewers on the platform. Thank you for that, gentleman Mike. And I welcome you all our esteemed viewers all over the world to the program this morning. People watching us from the USA, people watching us in UK, if you're watching us from Australia, Germany, Poland, Portugal, Spain, you're welcome to the program. Thank you so much for joining us this beautiful Wednesday morning, the 25th of February 2026. Gentlemen, my good morning to you. Femi, how are you doing?
Good morning, Adekunle Michael. I'm fine, thank you. Greetings to all our still viewers across the world. We appreciate your continuous engagement on this platform. Thanks for staying with us.
All right, we appreciate your continuous engagement on the platform on a daily. Femi, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Good morning, Mr. Michael, and good morning, our viewer. We say thank you for always being there for us all the time. Most especially, thank you, King Gary, for what you did yesterday. May God continue to bless you, and to all of you that have been blessing us, Mrs. Tina, and the rest of you. May God continue to bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I have Vincent and James, good morning, Vincent.
Good morning, Michael Adekunle, and good morning, our esteemed viewers. Let me use this moment to express my gratitude to King Henry, the father of the palace, for the good gift that he gave yesterday, not only to myself and other crew members of this great platform, City Star. I want to say God will continue to enlarge your coast. In every stride that you make, you will continue to see the hand of God in everything that you do. Thank you very much, sir, for your intervention, and God bless you, sir.
I want to also say a very big thank you to King Harry for the largesse yesterday. It has really gone a long way, and I pray that God will continue to bless you, and to so many others who have always identified with us on the platform, Mrs. Tina and a whole lot of others. I pray that God will continue to see you through and bless you.
All right, I need to appreciate Mrs. Clara this morning for what she did yesterday. Yeah, she blessed me, and as well blessed
Zuma.
Suma. You'll be having his naming on Friday, right?
Yeah, on Friday. By God grace.
So, Mrs. Clara sent him a gift yesterday. We say a big thank you to you. May God continue to bless you.
Thank you, Mrs. Clara. God bless you.
All right, she's always watching us from the United States of America. And we say a big thank you once more for staying glued to City Stand. She sent a message to me yesterday, lots of encouragement, advice, and all of that. Thank you, man, once again. All right, this morning, what do we have? What do we have? I know people are waiting for the OB story. Yeah, what happened in Edo State yesterday? It's still trending. It's still all over, and people are reacting to this sad event. It's a sad development coming from Edo State, especially from OB, who, like I don't want to indict myself. I wanted to say who 70% of Nigerians love. Am I right?
Well,
I don't want to use that word, but let me just use that.
No, yet no statistical can prove that, but to a large extent, OB is being loved.
It's been loved.
And people have been looking up to him for better Nigeria.
Yeah. All right, he escaped assassination attempt yesterday, and he has said one or two things about the event, which we'll be reading out this morning on the program. Peter Obi, the Labour Party's 2023 presidential candidate, has condemned the gunmen attack in Benin City, Edo State, saying the incident underscores growing concerns about the health of Nigeria's democracy. Obi spoke in a video circulating online following the attack at the residence of former APC National Chairman John Odigie-Oyegun, where gunmen reportedly opened fire and riddled the gates and several vehicles with bullets. He says, "This is where our democracy has reached. A former governor, and you can see what happened in front of his house, where hoodlums came shooting," we said in the footage, while pointing to the bullets riddled gate. This is where our democracy has reached us. All right, I assure you, this cannot continue. We have a country, and we are a part of it. We cannot have terrorism and have officials in government terrorizing the citizens. Now, who are the officials in government terrorizing the citizens? And that's what we need to look into this morning. And don't forget what happened last year in Edo State. At some point, the executive governor of Edo State, Okpebholo Monday, let's call him a controversial governor. Yeah, so much controversy surrounding Okpebholo this time, especially on the way he pronounces words. At some point, he wants the former Labour Party presidential candidate Obi not to enter Edo State if he wasn't given permission, or if he didn't inform him as the state governor. Now, people have been linking what happened to Obi yesterday to Governor Monday Okpebholo. Now, how would you describe this event, Femi?
It's very, very unfortunate incident that I don't think is to happen. I don't think it's what we should be witnessing this time around. Although what happened yesterday is ubiquitous, it's something you can see around the world. We saw how Donald Trump also escaped assassination attempts. But what really matters is that it's only a ripe orange that you receive stone. When the orange is ripe, then people will try to throw stone at it so that maybe it will fall. That means Obi is so important, and that's why they are making attempts to kill him. But one thing that surprised me is that, I told you about the paranoid nature of Tinubu this time around, especially about 2027. I think this administration is too obsessed with the matter of 2027, as if the world is going to end at 2027. You are not the one that started Nigeria. So many presidents have come and gone. Some make impact, some fail. You are not going to be the first and the last president of Nigeria. So why are you so obsessed about just an election that will happen in 2027? You are so upset to the extent that you gather almost all the governor behind you. You are the owner of police, you are the owner of soldier, you appoint INEC chairman and all of it, yet you still want to kill that man that doesn't have the backing of police, no backing of soldier. You still want to kill him. What's all this? What is all this? No, I think President Bola Tinubu should wake up from slumber and think twice that whatever he do today, story will tell it tomorrow, and where will he want to be in the history? This history of Abacha is still what you are witnessing. All of us, we condemn it when there was an attack on, late President Muhammadu Buhari in Kaduna. Do you want to still repeat the same thing? We have witnessed many political assassinations in Nigeria, and we don't want it to be continue like that. If they have killed him, will he have become the president of this country? And my problem is that these people, they know what they are doing. They know why they put Okpebholo there. You know, the Bible say, if you want to do something rascal, they will send a naive, small kid that cause trouble there. Of course, they didn't think about his mother. Small kid don't think about his mother. Only he just think he stand alone, and that's why they are using Monday Okpebholo to, foment this kind of trouble. They know the man is too blunt, too naive. He think he can do whatever he want to do, and he can say whatever he want to say. Nothing will happen. That's why they are using him to champion this nonsense that they are doing. So I think President Bola Tinubu should think twice, because there is still life after 2031. Assuming you win in 2027, after 2031, there is still life. People will be talking about your administration, what you have done. You have seen so many murder. Assassination is too much. Killing on every day, on daily basis, in the north, in the south, all the time, 30, 50, 100. Yet, you still want to start another political assassination. It's very, very unfortunate.
All right, gentleman Mike, if top politicians like Peter Obi or Odigie-Oyegun are being physically targeted in this dispensation, does just suggest collapse of democracy tolerance? Now, among people criticizing this event, this sad development, is former Vice President of the nation, Odigie-Oyegun. He criticized and condemned the assassination on, or let me use attempt, the attempt to kill the former Anambra State Governor. What can you say of this? What can you make of the story, sir?
Of course, yeah, every well-meaning Nigerian must condemn that action, that assassination attempt that we all saw yesterday. It is condemnable, but it is not strange. We must put it very correctly. It is not new in our polity. It's not new, and as we approach even 2027, we must expect more of such. There will be diverse intimidation. There will be diverse assassinations or attempted assassination, as it were, as we approach 2027. That is the nature of the kind of politics we play around here. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, and against rulers of darkness in high places. They are there in high places, and all they are thinking of is how to come back, whether by hook or by crook, whatever it will take. I need that position, and I need it. That is the kind of politics we play around here. So the sad part of it is not that an assassination attempt was made. I can assure you that you will not see one person, one soul that will be arrested concerning that attack. And just the way we see it in most politically backed up assassination attempt like that, or assassination in the real sense of it, you will hardly see one individual.
So we should remove attempts.
I mean, in some cases that we have even had outright assassination, like in Funsho William and Odigie-Oyegun in Ogun State, if you remember. These are politically assassinations. Those were outright assassinations, and at the time that has a political undertone, and they have happened in this nation, and not one soul was apprehended as to who committed the crime. So those are the kind of dangerous level we take our politics to. And the sad part of it is that we are not going to Nobody will be held responsible for it. You will not hear even the governor giving marching order to security agencies, or Mr. President giving marching order to security agencies to fish out those perpetrators. It's unfortunate.
And I've not heard anything from the governor of the state, Monday Okpebholo. I don't know if you've heard anything.
Monday Okpebholo, I think I read some about what he came out to say, that to deny that it was state, official that attacked that place. He denied that it wasn't the state official. Then I was wondering, people that are accusing Monday Okpebholo that it was state official, why will he use state official? The Department of Violence is a separate department in APC. So why would they use? Are they going to wear Edo State, whatever, say security or what? So they have different departments. The one that they can at the tip of their finger swing to the action. And we have been seeing, several attacks on ADC. They have been attacked in Lagos State. In Ondo State, they have been attacked. In Ekiti State, we dare not hold them. I told you recently that if you are not a strong person, you cannot put maybe a flag or a poster of ADC in the front of your house. Okay, you are not safe. That is the kind of politics we are practicing now. They don't want to hear anything about opposition. They want to, by any means, they want to silence them. Hardly you will see ADC holding meeting in some area now safely. I think maybe somebody like Egbetokun can hold APC meetings, safely in Osun State, because at least it's a stakeholder. But here in Alimoso, if proper care is not taken, if you try to hold anything called ADC meeting, you may be in a serious problem, and it's very, very dangerous for our democracy. This is not how PDP did it that make you have chance to become president.
Since yesterday, I've been listening to opinions, both on the internet and on papers. Would you call that an assassination attempt? Or politicians are just trying to escalate the language to gain public sympathy? Gentle. And what's different between an attack and assassination? Was that an assassination attempt or just a mere attack?
Of course, it was an assassination attempt. Bullet riddled the entire gate of Odigie-Oyegun and all of that. You mean if somebody had been on the other side of the bullet, the person would have died. That is exactly what it means. So these are not people that came to play. We were not. It wasn't that it was reported that they were only shooting into the skies and all of that. So targets were made, and from what we saw. So these are people that they came to make a statement. We may not. The security agencies should, if they are functional anyway, should now unravel the motive and all of that. But these are people that have come to make a direct statement that for reasons best known to them, we are here for business, and they left a serious footprint as to the level of destruction that they caused in that. So they were actually there to really cause havoc, and to a large extent, despite the fact that we've not heard that any life was lost.
What about the security agents present there?
Security agents, they are partner. Who is the control of security agents? Okay, the police officers that
have gone there with their own security.
Yes, the policemen that are following.
Did they resist the attack?
I don't. What I'm trying to say is this. Okay, if you want to talk about security that will be attached to Obi, are they not paying from the federal government? Maybe police or civil defense or whatever. I don't know how many security that are following them. And you can see that they are all work, together. Both the one that is guiding Obi officially and the one that the governor go and call from one corner to come and attack. Oh, they are both, so that one may even withdraw when the attempt was making. And when they know the number of people that are, officers that are guarding that place, they can bring people that can overwhelm them. You know how the terrorists attack now? If they know that there are 20 soldiers here, when they are coming, they will come there with their own 50 people, all of them fully armed. So I carry AK-47, you carry AK-47, we are 50, you are 20. won't you run for your life? You will run for your life because we have outnumbered you and we are all carrying the same weapon. So if something like that want to be happening, irrespective of security that is present there, sometimes it is security that fall victim, because people that are going to that place, they are ready to die, and if anybody to whom it may concern, that is what the death will become in that place. To whom it may concern, spray bullet to anybody that blood is hit.
Does that. Who do you think was the real target? Who was the real target?
Of course,
if it was an attempt to assassinate any politician there.
Of course, it will be Obi now. It will be Obi. Obi is the one, I mean, that is most prominent in that place. I talk about Odigie-Oyegun. To me, Odigie-Oyegun is one of the disgruntled elements from APC. He was once chairman of APC. Yes, you can't compare him with Obi. So if they want to have target, of course, immediately they remove Obi. No matter the prominence of Odigie-Oyegun, remember that he supports. If it is not Obi, it may not have that kind of, the kind of weight that people are expecting. And if you look at Edo, you see that they have higher concentration of obedience. So they will think that if Obi come to that place and reason with Odigie-Oyegun, which has left APC to ADC, they will have ground in that place. And they have somebody that has come out like a Goliath, running that is going to give Tinubu 2.5 million votes in 2027. So now, to make sure that he achieved what he wanted to achieve, they have to stop him, and that's the attempt.
In the beginning of the program, I recalled the threats Monday Okpebholo, the governor of the state, made when Obi visited that state, and even if later he came out to debunk it. The question I want to ask now: did Obi notify Okpebholo before going to Edo State? Remember what he said, that if you must come to Edo State, you must notify me, you must inform me as the governor of the state. Okpebholo came out, he debunked it, saying that he never threatened Obi, was just telling him to inform him so that he could provide security for him. Now, if Obi had informed him, had informed Okpebholo, do you think what happened would have happened?
It is unfortunate that we play politics with almost everything. Much as I agree that the governors are the chief security officers of their various states, to some extent they have security information. Okpebholo shouldn't begin now to use that as a weapon against a Peter Obi, that anytime you want to come into this state, you must it's like somebody taking permission from him, that am I free to come. I mean, there are procedures for all these things, even for VIPs visiting any state without them necessarily informing the state governors. The security agencies knows who is coming into any state per time. They have that information, they know what to do, they know the kind of security architecture they should provide around such an individual. These are standard practices. The Okpebholo is just trying to glamorize it and make it look as if you need to first inform me kind of arrangement. The security agencies knows all these things. There are procedures, there are protocols for all these things, established protocols for all these things. So why is Okpebholo glamorizing it as if Obi is his boy that will be taking permission from him? So if you are not really in charge in terms of your securities of your state, don't begin to now put that around somebody that is visiting the state as if it was because you didn't inform me I will have provided enough security. Then besides, Obi has even left that particular place before the attack. It wasn't that Obi was still Odigie-Oyegun. Obi has left before the attack. But the people should stop playing unnecessary politics with this very serious security issues.
Your take on it?
Well,
informing you before coming.
The kind of action we are seeing from Monday Okpebholo are part of the reason some Nigeria are citing against creation of state police, intimidation of opposition. Imagine a governor that has not been really fortified. You know, I usually clamoring for state police here and call for fortifying them, make them the real number one chief security officer of their state. in terms of creating a state police and give them ammunition. Without ammunition, without state police, see what they have done in Edo. So these are the kind of people.
Misuse of power.
Misuse of power. That is misuse of power. On a normal grant, I don't think anybody needs to book security from state governor. I mean, book appointment from the governor that I want to come into your state. In a country called federation, here we are operating a federation system of government. Even if it is matter of that, okay, Obi is an high profile somebody, that kind of arrangements will come from federal government because they are the one that's controlling police. They are the one that's supposed to provide security. If we want to give everybody an equal level, I mean equal grant, but you see when politics enter into everything, when people politicize everything, this is the kind of results we are going to see. We politicize our insecurity, we politicize our economy, people sabotage the economy in the name of politics, they sabotage their security, they vandalize in the name of politics. When you politicize everything, this is the kind of results.
Gentlemen, why are people or politicians linking it to the ruling party? Is this not an accusation? And where is the evidence that the ruling party was involved in this?
Mr. Michael, let me tell you. You know, for a logical reasoning person, you will have known that this is from ruling party. Yes. Especially when they have a governor that could not even control his mouth. Both negative and positive word that he cannot even pronounce well, it will be coming out. If Obi come to those states, his security is not guaranteed. His security is not guaranteed. All such words alone, even without him engineering people to go and attack, without creating some talk to go attack, that statement alone will have make some, I mean, department group themselves without even telling them, so, oh, this is the body language, no problem. They are going to do that. They are going to help you. Without even informing the governor that we know what you want.
Gentlemen, is this not a political accusation without any proof? Why are they linking it to the ruling party? Of course, you know what has been happening in those states. Insecurity, kidnappings, killings of people in that state. Why are they linking it to the ruling party?
Definitely, they will link it to the ruling party because that is the party in power. That is the party that is expected to make security available for citizens. So definitely, fingers will be pointed at the ruling party, which is the APC. You are expected to provide security for citizens, irrespective of their political affiliations. So if an opposition, and this is not the first time, as FM said the other time, we've seen it happen in about 3 states, if not more now, that the moment, especially ADC want to gather, if they are attacked, so one can begin to point in that direction that why is the ruling party not providing security for opposition? That is making them vulnerable to attacks and all of that. So definitely people must point at the ruling party because they are the party that are meant to provide security irrespective of the political party that is having meetings.
All right, to the comment section this morning, I have Folu Shike Olusoya. And I say good morning to you. You're welcome to the program. Thank you for joining us. Alaba Afowa is also here, saying good morning to us. I understand. We welcome you to the program. Also, Muki Grace, you're welcome. And it says, listen to the news. Okay, before that, let me go to Alaba Afowa. Mr. Femi, what you are saying is not correct. You listened to the news on TV yesterday that the problem is between ADC factions in Edo State between Oyegun and another faction.
That is a blatant lie. They should just come off it. That is a lie. The one that's happening in Lagos State. You see also let us hear God.
Leave the faction thing.
There's nothing faction.
All right. All right, we move down to Muki Great. APC has nothing to do with the issues.
That's your own opinion.
Is saying, yeah.
Nobody commits crime that we first of all accept, but we know what is happening. Yes.
All right, Mafidon, good morning to you. You're welcome to the program. Muki goes on. We should verify information, please. Olusoya says, must he even be attacked based on his political party? All right, we'll move on. Olusoya, Nigeria politics is always turn tug of war. Okay, always turn tug of war in nature. All right, Muki says the dispute is between Oyegun and other members.
We have not heard about the dispute before. We have not heard about any dispute in Edo State among the ADC. The only thing that is on ground was that Monday Okpebholo threatened the security guarantee of Obi when he go to Edo, and that's what we are talking about here. Nobody hear about disunity or anything, any fucking thing happening in the ADC of Edo State. So this will bring us another. Let me tell you, power is transcend. If they are in opposition and something like this happen, who will they point finger at? As simple as that now. Support it is Tinubu that is in the position of Obi, and he went to Edo and there is attack. Who will they pointing finger at? They will say, they will quickly come out and tell us that, oh, it is division between the APC. I don't know. Let us be factual and be reasonable.
All right, now who should address this issue? Who should address this issue? Is it President Bola Tinubu or the law enforcement agency?
It is Tinubu.
It is Tinubu.
It is Tinubu that needs to call his people, to order that we want 2027.
Which people are you talking about?
In some people now, like this Monday Okpebholo, you need to call Monday Okpebholo that no, this is too obvious. This one is too obvious. You have come out to threaten the security of this man in Edo, and he came to that place and he was attacked. Who will they point finger at? We are your.
And you don't think Monday Okpebholo is too soft and weak to make such?
Soft Monday Okpebholo too soft? Somebody that is not too soft to come out to make that kind of declaration. That if you come to my state, I've never heard a state governor coming out to make that kind of declaration. A state governor bold enough to tell,
former governor
that you met at the political circle is your senior in political. Yes, politically will be senior you, and come and tell him that, okay, your security is not guaranteed if you come to my state. I've not heard a governor. So a governor that can come out to say that one, and you will say it's too soft to make that kind of, to carry out that kind of. Monday Okpebholo is not soft too.
All right.
Do you know that recently this same Monday Okpebholo that we're talking about of Edo State said that cultism in that state is being fueled by ADC guys. I don't know if you have heard that news. Those are the kind of reckless and irresponsible statements that come from someone that is supposed to be the chief security officer of the state. The cultism that has pervaded that state ever before ADC was even formed. For a state governor to now be linking cultism in Edo State to ADC. I mean, what can be more unfortunate than that?
All right, it seems we are now witnessing weaponization of state powers against opposition figures like Obi, Odigie-Oyegun, and others in our political dispensation. Let us get your own opinion in the comment section regarding what we are discussing this morning. It's very, very important. Your opinions are needed. Your opinions matter on the platform this morning. What is really happening in our politics? All right, Alabafo says, do you know when Peter Obi was governor of Anambra, Obi locked other political party in hotel during his time and never allowed them to leave, including Air Rufai,
and he shot them to bring out bullets. That information I have not verified, and he shot them to bring out gun to make attempt on their life, and he want to kill them. You see, if you think that this is what should be continued, I'm not a politician, and I pray I will not fall victim. Hardly I come out to vote. If you think that this is what is supposed to be continued, you don't know who will fall victim tomorrow. And if you think what they are doing is something we should be celebrating here, and or we just treat with a kid glove that nothing is happening, or somebody has done it, and some people say, what did I say when I come here? That it is not new, that an attempt was made on the life of Buhari in Kaduna State prior to 2015 election. But when it happened, did we come out to praise it? Will I come out to say, oh, what they did to Buhari that time is very, very good? Or did you think I will come out to celebrate it if attempt was made on the life of Tinubu before he become president? I will say, oh, that's how it's supposed to be done. No! The answer is no. It's condemnable. Whomever that do it, if it is Obi that do it, you condemn it that it is not good. Do you think
what is not good is not good?
It's not good. A spade is a spade. I'm not a sheepish follower. If Obi I've told you that I'm supporting Obi just based on balancing things. It's not that I expect anything special from Obi, but Obi, you too. Everybody have been messing. Mess is your country. Nigeria belongs to everybody. You too go there and support to go and mess up. Yes, yes. Buhari mess up. I say, oh, Tinubu, it's your time to mess up. Go and mess up. Then it's time for Obi you to go and mess up there. So do you think I'll be standing here and defend useless thing Obi did? I won't. So if Obi do it that time, it's condemnable. And this one they are doing now. It's also so we cannot use evil to counter the evil and say because somebody have did that evil, now this will cancel evil. No, we can't continue like that.
What about the planned coup against President Bola Tinubu?
Condemnable. It's condemnable.
Did you condemn it at that point in time?
I don't know when we treat it, but I will never support any coup as at this moment because we have witnessed military system of government. Okay, even look at the kind of coup these people want to make. Look at the military officer that dominates that place. You can call it another gang up. And now we don't want pay me. So they will plan coup and take over and they will just introduce Islamic law that will govern the whole country. That's the way that is it now.
Michael, do you know why we must continue to speak against evil conduct, irrespective of who is doing it? It is because the table might turn tomorrow.
Yes.
I mean, Bola Tinubu, our president today, used to be someone in opposition, used to be on the other side of the game, and we knew some of the things he was saying as at that time. Some of the things that sound like, oh, these people are oppressing us, we must not allow them, and all of that. That was the tone of this same president as at that time.
Okay.
But now he's in the saddle, and some people are now in opposition. Michael, do you know that a Malami who used to be like a demigod in this country, as Attorney General of the Federation, is reaching out to Omoyele Sowore, for whatever he can do as of today
To save him.
He reached out to Omoyele Sowore. That is the kind of life that we are in. You are in the saddle today, tomorrow you might be somewhere else, and that is why you must speak against evil, whether it is happening in the north or it is happening in the south, whether it's being committed by Obi or it's being committed by Atiku or whoever.
All right, let's move to the comment section. The opinion of Folushike here is saying that they are using Monday Okpebholo as a tool in a door. That's my own opinion.
That is it. I agree with you.
They will face their Waterloo soon.
Maybe I pray so. Let me protest what Mr. Michael just said.
All right.
When they impeach Ladoja illegally in Oyo State, who are the people that rise up? Tinubu was part of people that rise up for that thing. Okay, look at that thing that is happening in Oyo. If you don't come against it, it can happen to us as well. Yes, I can give Tinubu to that credit, but that the same Tinubu is now on the seat. Yeah. He's now doing the same thing they did against him. He's now, based on political manipulation, now confiscate Osun State local government allocation. The same thing they did to him in Lagos State that we condemn, that he fight up to Supreme Court. He's now repeating the same thing in Osun State. Very, very unfortunate.
All right, away from that, let's quickly move to another topic. This morning, the resignation of former IGP Egbetokun. He has been replaced with Disu. Disu is now the acting Inspector General of Police. So it's a victory for Omoyele Sowore, and they've been dragging issues for some times now. What really happened? Some said he has family issues to settle, so he just had to resign in order to resolve his issues. Some said that President Bola Tinubu didn't want him again, that's why he was sacked. Some said he resigned, not that he was sacked. But when you look at papers, when you look online, you check online, you see some saying that he was sacked, some saying he resigned. So what actually happened? What own opinion of this?
What happened is that Tinubu has style, and everybody knows his style. Not everybody, but me, I know his style. Tinubu is not somebody that like to disgrace his loyalists. He like to give them soft landing. So that is signature tune of Tinubu. Resign, not that I sack you. So that's number one. Number two, the time of this Egbetokun has elapsed for a long time. It was some political considerations, I don't know, some other reason that make him to be there. And when he was called illegal IG and was declared wanted, the case was because yes, and the man was declared wanted, but the court they declared him wanted illegally, and they awarded 30 million naira. So, and one thing that I observe about Tinubu is that it's like the man have a very close ideology to Buhari, somebody that doesn't quickly process matter or rush to take action about something. They will have been seeing that thing for long. They will be, maybe they are meditating. You know, Tinubu has always been, slow in taking some action. If it is not monetary matter, if it is money matter, local milara, Tinubu will rush to do that one. But when it comes to some matters, he will be listening and calculating before he take action. So I think maybe Egbetokun cup has full for long, and Tinubu is watching him. But this one that's happened, the one that I observe is the case between him and maybe the matter has now been tabled nakedly in the presence of Tinubu, and you see that actually this man is an illegal IG true, and you want to give him soft landing, and he say he should go and resign.
All right, I get one mic. Omoyele Sowore has been in conflict with the former IGP Egbetokun, mainly over issues of legality, tenure, and abuse of power. But what's the cause for this replacement by President Bola Tinubu?
Well, I may not be able to tell what later informed Mr. President to now feel that it's time for Kayode Egbetokun to lead the scene. I think there's two ways that you can exit the system. When you are age 60 and when you have been in service for 35 years. Egbetokun was 60 as at September 4, 2024. And it was since that time that he ought to have lead the stage. But through the back door, his tenure was extended. Mr. President used his power. Proper procedure was not followed anyway to perhaps extend the tenure of Egbetokun. And that was since that time that Omoyele Sowore has been referring to him as illegal IGP. That ought to have left as at September 4, 2024. So whatever reason that maybe it is now that he now realized that he ought to go, but or that he now feels that okay, I now have another plan. Whatever reasons that Mr. President now has, I think it's time for Egbetokun to leave the stage, and he has done that yesterday. He has done his bit, full of controversy. A lot of controversy was around his tenure as the IGP. The police institution, as an institution, also had the best of him in terms of reformation that he promised to bring on board. So it's time for him to go, and Disu, a former AIG in Lagos, in Alagbon, has replaced him. I wish Disu a good tenure. All his professionalism that he has brought to bear, especially when he was in RRS in Lagos here. It's time for him to replicate that at the national level.
Why another Yoruba man? That's the question. Egbetokun is a Yoruba man.
Yes.
Why another Yoruba man? This is also a Yoruba man.
Yes. He's very.
I thought you would have picked somebody like Frank Mba.
People have been arguing that one for long time. On the every medium, social media, all sorts. Number one, when we talk about nepotism, I think Tinubu tried a bit. When we talk about tribalism, being tribal a bit, Tinubu tried in appointments, though not in development. Only appointment. Tinubu appoints his boys. And when people are even talking about Yoruba generally, I usually say Lagos boys. Tinubu believe in Lagos boys, people that have been loyal to him. So now, when people are now talking about being talking about the rank that Mba is a bit, I mean, senior Disu is. There are a lot of things that come in place. First of all, any position, I think, from commissioner of police, they are political. They can appoint you not based on rank. It's political. That one is in the constitution. So it's not about whether this. This is not the first time they will, I mean, retire so many DIG, IG, and they will go and pick it's a political appointment. Number one. Number two, according to the narrative we are reading, it was the same character, I mean, try to maintain federal character that made Mba to be promoted twice above Disu. When we talk of the time they started, I think Disu started in 1992, while this guy started in 1993. So the man was a rank above Mba before there was this promoting. Maybe somebody just received promotion based on a character, a federal character, or whatever. That's why the guy was above. But anything apart from that one, you see, position of IG is based on political. It's not always about IG or it's a DIG or the next man in the ranking. Mr. President can pick from those rank of AIG and DIG. And according to what you are saying, traditionally, if they make you DIG, tendency that you become IG is very, very slim. So if they make you DIG, maybe you are going home. They expect you to go and they are going to pick somebody from behind you and you are going to go retire.
Guys, what prompted the decision of the president? Was it because of his confrontation with, the conflict he has with or the president just realized that he has not performed up to expectations as regards insecurity in the country?
To me, security alone is enough. It's enough reason for Mr. President to remove IG because insecurity has now become a daily occurrence, and there is no strong attempt to counter it, which I believe that irrespective of anybody they bring in, so far the system has not changed. We may not see a cogent, I mean, a visible result, the kind of desired result, the kind of result that Nigeria is yearning for. Irrespective of anybody you bring in, if there is no enough personnel, if there is no enough ammunition, if there is no enough incentive material being produced, if there is no, I mean, welfare package for police officers that will go and confront these people, okay, we are still going to see the same result. A situation where a police officer will die and they will give his widow 3 months quick notice from barrack, and his entitlement will not be paid. Some will be paid with just 1 million naira, 1.5 million naira. Do you think I want to go and waste my life because of 1 million naira or 1.5 million naira? I will go and test out to bullet without giving me an ammunition that, I mean, I can use to confront those enemies. So, irrespective of anybody they bring, okay, the issue of road jamming, it has been rotting. I mean, it is Nigeria police character that has been their culture. It's still there. That they cannot confront our insecurity challenge, it will still continue. So far, they continuously treating Nigeria police the same way they are treating them. That's not anybody can do.
Just one mic. Why not another person from another instruction? Why a Yoruba man again after he sacked Egbetokun?
Of course, Mr. President has that prerogative to bring on board whoever he feels he can work with, especially at that level of leadership. So one may not be able to query why he's bringing another Southwest person into the saddle as the new Inspector General of Police. But by and large, I think the police has a lot of work to do, just like most of our institutions. A lot of reformation need to come up within that system. In fact, the police have lost focus, in my view, to the point that most of the things that they should be handling are now being done by the military, and that has made the country to overstretch the military, because issues that ought to have been handled by the police being tackled by the military. So there's a lot of work in bringing back the police formation into his rightful place. If anything significant will come out of that institution, a lot of work need to be done so that at least they can begin to take over some of these responsibilities, even from the military, so that the military can concentrate more on probably external aggression against the country and all of that, rather than getting involved in petty issues that ought to have been handled by the police.
Gentlemen, why are the appointments of the presidents always questionable? The so-called Disu, that is now the acting IGP, will soon retire, according to what we got. Femi, why is it so? Why is he always picking people?
Well, when you have some set of people that have ideology, that
will he still extend this one's tenure? Probably. Will he extend his tenure to the way he extended Egbetokun's tenure?
Yes, probably we can extend. We extend it. That's what I'm expecting, and I will not be surprised if he do that. I will not be surprised if he do that. If he extend it, these people, they feel like it's only you I can work with. It's only you I can trust. And I don't want to trust that man. I told you about Lagos boy ideology, and that is what Tinubu is practicing. That he has worked with me once in Lagos State. Okay, I can trust him. Okay, you are the one. Come. I can't trust a man from Anambra or a man from Abia. And if you are running a state like that, you may not get the good results. You may not get the good results. So when somebody like Obasanjo was there, hardly you will find it, hard to accept with anybody Obasanjo appoints. Yes, because he will not base it on just mere tribalism or whatever, or friendship. Yes, when he appointed Dora Akunyili, he closed eyes and he appoint somebody that he think he can, do the work.
And do that.
Yes. Who are the people? Who is the brain behind reformation of Nigeria telecommunications? Yes. You appoint somebody that you think he can deliver, not based on sentiment, not based on. Mr. Michael, if Tinubu appoints a Yoruba man as IG and they give us security, is there anything wrong in that? Or he appoints a Kogi man or a Gwari man from Niger to come and become our IG and he provides security for us. Okay, this should be a Yoruba man. Tell me how personally will it affect me? Am I a criminal? It doesn't affect me personally or positively or negatively. Even if you go and bring somebody from Abuja, NDJ or a Kogi man to come and become our IG, it's still the same thing. But these people, because of their personal interest, because of their personal relationship, or some of them are afraid. 2027 is around the corner. They'll be looking for somebody that will be listening to them, that will do all their bit. Although, even if you appoint Omo Igbo to come and do the bit, that one will see have no choice, so he will do it. Yes, if Tinubu appoint Omo Igbo to do it, 2027, I need my presidency and you must do it. He has no choice. He will do it, but they will prefer somebody that at least will be very, very loyal to them.
Gentleman, another Yoruba man in the saddle. What do you have to say?
This two is 59 now, and by April 13, it will be 60. And there will be another talk as to whether he need to go or Mr. President.
Maybe by that time, so they will rise up again.
Well, that may not happen because constitutionally, Mr. President has the right to extend the tenure of such an individual, only to follow the right procedure, and I think that was not followed in the case of Egbetokun, and that was what led to Showore not regarding Egbetokun all through after his tenure has lapsed. He was referring to him as a legal IG and all of that. So, but if right procedure is followed in terms of the extension, why not? Mr. President has that prerogative to do the extension.
All right, the comment section. Big T Prince, the fish, is in the building. I'll say good morning to you.
Good morning,
Thank you so much for joining us this beautiful morning. All right, Sky Eagle says Disu has only 6 weeks to retire as IGP. He will be 60 years old on the 13th April this year. 13th April.
I don't know.
I'm 14.
What justification? 14. Yeah, that's the code.
All right, Joshua says Joshua Moba. It's been a while, Joshua Moba. You're welcome to the program. Thank you for joining us this morning. All right, very brilliant idea and ideology, says Joshua Moba. What was it trying to say there? Let us know what you were trying to say. All right, Taiwo Odunlade says, who is Omoyele Sowore? A guy who can never see anything good from others apart from himself. Please forget about that badly brought fellow.
But he's telling us some truths, giving us, and nobody asked who was Omoyele Sowore before 2015. Yes, Omoyele Sowore dealt with Jonathan, and I think that question was not brought in. So, if anybody wants to know about Omoyele Sowore, you can go to Google.
All right, supporting him this morning, buttressing his point here. Muki Great. He says, forget about Omoyele Sowore. Yele lies a lot. All right,
but he was able to get 30 million naira. From court.
Yes. All right, he says Kayode Egbetokun's son was accused of 100 million scandals. Wow.
Exactly. That scandal also came up at some point. That 100 million was transferred to his account, I think from Anambra State or thereabouts. So, a lot of controversies of recent. Maybe part of what we're just thinking aloud. Part of what perhaps Tinubu thought that these controversies are just too many.
No, just need to go.
Mr. Michael, that money was a mistake. It was a mistake. Yes, they mistakenly transfer 100. I don't know who mistakenly transfer 100 million naira to Manda. They mistakenly transfer 100 million naira to that guy account, and that money has been refunded since all this day. So.
All right, Felicia just says whenever Omoyele says something that favors Tinubu, they will praise him.
Yes,
APC supporters are just too biased.
Not too biased.
All right, thank you, Mike. Thank you for joining me, Femi. Great man. You're welcome to the program this morning.
Thank you very much, Michael Adekule. Still standing on existing protocol. I say good morning to every of our viewers across the globe. Good morning, Nigeria.
How would you describe the event that happened in Edo State yesterday?
Mike, I am saddened. If there is any other word that I can use, I will say I don't know how Nigeria has, gotten themselves in this deplorable state. I want to believe that politics is not a do or die affair, and with the way things are turning out to be, you see that Nigeria is not safe. I want to believe that any commonsensical person that is rational in his thinking should be able to condemn this act. That act that happened yesterday is highly condemnable, highly reprehensible.
Some people said you are just trying to gain sympathy, public sympathy.
It's not about public.
They must have staged that, themselves.
Who will say something that is obvious? I watched the clip.
No life was lost.
No life was lost. Okay, you remember before this one, there was also an attack on ADC office in the same Benin, where people were running scatter for their lives. And you tell me that if one is a mistake, it's still not a culture. Do you know that before the now, Monday Okpebholo said that whenever Peter Obi want to come to Edo State, he should also he should inform him. What kind of thing is that? If you are the chief executive officer, chief security of the state, can't you deploy your men to make sure that there is adequate security for somebody who is a known figure?
That's why he said you should inform him.
It's not about informing him.
You could provide necessary security for him.
Look, Donald Duke has always been coming to Lagos for conferences and everything. How many policemen were deployed to Donald Duke whenever he comes to Lagos for any function? You see, at times when we turn our politicking into a form of a drama, a theatrics of the absurd, that is what is being played out now. For how long are we going to continue to go to this lane? I will want to say one thing now. Whosoever are Okpebholo's advisors, they should tread cautiously, because we are in the eyes of the global community. People are watching. How can you go to that extent, threatening people with live bullets? If you see the gate of Odigie-Oyegun was really with bullets, see cars, and their windshield shattered. Is that the kind of politics we want to play? What are they even afraid of? You are in the government, you are the assembly of governors, and you claim that you are popular. Must you continue to muzzle the opposition? If Jonathan did a fragment of what they are doing to the opposition, would they have come into government? You see, at times we should not ride on emotions. We should say things the way they are. What is bad is bad. It's highly condemnable. That act is highly condemnable to the extreme. We must not continue to embrace criminality, even though we know that we have security challenges confronting us. But to the extent that having a meeting. You remember another similar incident happened in Lagos here. I don't know whether you are aware. Alimosho, the same medicine. Why should it be? I want to give this advice to our players or our political experiments. They should tread cautiously and they should behave like a sportsman. If you fail today, you can go again and make a better preparation next time. Because we must not continue like this. It's a slap on our democracy. It is anti-democratic. It is dictatorial to the extreme. It is highly reprehensible.
John, is political violence becoming normalized in our society? Was that needed? Or that's needed?
Of course.
Attempt to assassinate Odigie-Oyegun and other ADC leaders.
It was an unfortunate situation, and I would want to advise the APC to tread with care. They should not be suffocating the democracy that we got. I remember Atiku was accusing this government of suffocating democracy. And you can see it, yes, recently. You can see it playing out. It's very unfortunate, it's highly condemnable. And that, you see, these are what you suffer when you allow yourself to be governed by your inferior. The Edo people have better chances, better people that will govern them, even during the election. You understand? And you can all see what Governor Monday is doing, showing allegiance and loyalty to the president, not to the people of Edo people, because he believed that he never won the election. He was made governor by some individuals, not the will of the people. And that is why, he will continue to, this is a man who has promised Tinubu that he was going to ensure that, he delivered Edo State to him. So the president of Peter Obi in that state is always giving him sleepless night. This man does not want to see Peter Obi because he knows with Peter Obi he may not deliver to Tinubu, and his chances of gaining re-election, is slim with Peter Obi.
Are you also linking it to what? Are you linking that event to Monday Okpebholo?
Yes, wow. Very well. This was a man who threatened Peter Obi before now that his security is not guaranteed if he does not inform him when he's coming to Edo State. He is a man, if you watch the video when he was saying, you could see hatred, you could see fear, you could see a man who, was restless because he feels that Obi is a threat to his political, career. You understand? So it's highly condemnable, and we should not be setting precedents. Power is transient. One day you will find yourself in the opposition. The APC wouldn't have, find themselves into power if Jonathan does not, play the democracy that allowed them to thrive. Jonathan allowed democracy to thrive, and then today they are in government. They should also understand that one day they will find themselves in opposition. If they are treated this way, will they be happy? The beauty of democracy is opposition, and you must allow it to thrive. The will of the people should prevail at the end of the day. We have a government that have more than 30 governors. You have more people in the National Assembly. The National Assembly is already in the government pocket. You have the judiciary that is also in your pocket. You remember the last Judges Conference, 2025 conference, where we, for the very first time in the history of Nigeria, we see judges arising to sing "On your mandate we shall stand," not the national anthem. So you have all of these things. Why are you scared?
allow democracy to thrive and let the will of the people prevail at the end of the day.
All right, I don't know if this attack was against an individual, but who was the major target there?
Definitely, you know that when we throw fishes inside a pond, you know the one that is bigger, that has what it takes. Because when it is being brought out, people say, yes, this person is eating a fish. And I want to believe that nobody commands larger followership in Nigeria permanent political space today than Peter Obi.
Not even an Asiwaju.
Not even an Asiwaju, as we say. That is why you see this frenetic move of the APC in trying to whittle down whatever Peter Obi represents. And you know, for crying out loud, we live in a society, we are in the 21st century. People are moving on. We should not be receding, we should be progressing. And when you put all these things into discourse, national or clinical discourse, you will see that anywhere, even the length and breadth of Nigeria, the name that resonates better in the ears of even the Kanuri, the Fulani, the Igbo, the Yoruba, all the divides in Nigeria is Peter Obi. But I want to believe that APC, they are also doing a disservice to themselves. You have the state power. You are still sitting on the first mandate, which has not been expired. Then what the threat elementary demand Nigeria wants is good governance. You can do it within this space of time left and change the narrative. But if you continue to attack the persons of Peter Obi headlong, you continue to make him more and more and more popular. Yes, sir.
And what message has this sent to the public about opposition politics?
It shows that now Nigeria we are in a dire straits because opposition politics now is now being is now being torn apart by the way the actors, the players of these our political experiments are playing it. Because I'm afraid, you know, now there is a salient challenge that the current government is facing. You know, there is a coup d'etat. You know, the coup plotters are being tried clandestinely. It is not being brought to the open for Nigerians to know how far they've gone. We have seen names that have been reeled out, even civilians inclusive. And if they continue with this narrative of governance, are you not giving the people, the khaki boys, enough reason to come back? You remember in the Sahel region, you know, we are all witnesses of what is happening. Look what is happening in Mali. Look what is happening in Burkina Faso. And our neighbor here in Niger, they are being controlled by khaki boys. And you know, it's as a result of not getting what we expected in terms of government and governmental business. I want to believe whatever mandate you have been given as a civilian government, you should be able to go the whole hall and give us what we expected.
I can see people are blaming the ruling party for this. What about the security agents?
Who controls the security agents? Are they not the ruling party?
What about intelligence gathering?
That's what we are saying. We have always used kinetic and not kinetic method. We have used all forms of semantics in the security value chain to say, okay, we are working. We have deployed the highest machinery of military officers and everything. And for crying out loud, we are in a civilian regime. And policing is of utmost importance. A situation whereby military men are being drafted into civil cases, I think is anti-democratic. Military are meant to conform with external aggression, not internal strife. They can only be brought in when the capacity of the police is not enough to contain whatever wishes that is obtainable within the country. But what they are sending now, it shows that because every blame rests squarely on the government of the day. Because, and you know, I've said it severally on this platform, that if you check when we do the demographics of military personnel that are currently operating in Nigeria today, you will see the larger chunk of it has already been quoted by the political elites to themselves. You remember what Professor Odigie-Oyegun said of recent when he was at Ikoyi? He now looked, he saw a cache of military, vehicle trundling behind a young man who happens to be the son of Mr. President, Kayode Tinubu. He asked, who is that person? Is he an elected person? No. If such a person if such security personnel could be deployed behind the son of the president, who does nothing to the national economy, then how much more? How do you not juxtapose that? How do you not justify that our security people are not working? Why would they work when we have over 250 million people? Then we are even combined the entire military guys, both paramilitary and the one on ground. They are not even up to 2 million.
I said that I can see people are blaming the ruling party for this, and there's also pointing, accusing finger to Monday Okpebholo, the governor of that state. But how did come men trail top political figures from an event to a private residence without interception? How?
You see, Mr. Mike,
where was the intelligence gathering?
You see, I think the first thing we need to do as a people, our leaders need to be purged out of this colonial masters mentality. You understand? You know, the colonial masters established the police with the sole aim of silencing us, for those who were, assumed to be the opposition then, and then so that they can continue to exploit us. You understand? That was the essence they established. But unfortunately, our leaders who also took over from them still maintain that same mentality. Instead of the police to do the bidding of the people, to protect lives and property, they are doing the bidding of the president. And that's one of the things Nigerians must fight to tackle. If we don't tackle these things, you will have a police that is, meant to protect lives and property, but carrying out the biddings of the president or the bidding of the either governor or president, in whatever case it may be. You understand? And it is wrong. The primary responsibility of a policeman is to enforce law and order. You understand? A high-profile, person like Peter Obi, I do not expect that this should happen. But I want to believe that the attack was not meant to assassinate him. It was to send a message. And the message is simple, is to psychologically demoralize him. So that he wouldn't be more active, to weaken his spirit. So my good advice to Peter Obi, he should not allow this demoralizing. If it means, going the extra mile to have securities to be, to secure him more as he goes out. And this thing, instead of credit to the ruling party, has opened the eyes of Nigerians more, that those in government who are saddled with the responsibility to protect lives and property and to make life, easier and better for us, are, responsible for what we are going through. You understand? And they are making Peter be more popular instead of the other way around. He should not be demoralized. He should keep doing what he's doing and then be security conscious.
All right, away from that, let's quickly go to another story. IGP Egbetokun sacked and replaced with Disu. What do you have to say, sir?
It is expected, even long expected before the now. I think Omoyele Sowore once said that he ought to have retired, if not because of President Mercy, or rather being in the good books of Mr. President. That was why his tenure was elongated. And having said that, Egbetokun too is enmeshed in a lot of controversies. I don't want to start counting it, but I believe that going off the saddle of power is like giving him a soft landing to just go home and rest and eat whatever loot he has been, allegedly being touted to have looted. Then having said that, these who come into the fray, we all know that when you reach, professionally, when you enlist in the police force, The highest cadre is commissioner in the real thing. Every other thing, AIG, DIG, they are just political. Even though we have the Police Service Commission as the monitoring agency that is saddled with whatever happened in the police. And Olatunji Disu, you know, he started off here from Lagos here. You know, at the time it was with RRS. You know, he rose through the rank. Normally, I would have expected that somebody like Frank Umba would have been appointed in his place. But even if you check Frank Umba too, he has what is called meteoric rise in his own career too. At a point, because some of his mates, his classmates, as I speak, I stand to be correct, they are not DIG. You understand? At the time, he was giving double promotion. And that is why,
based on his performance,
whatever
the president of someone
whatever, you know,
at that point.
And that was, you know, the Amechi issue. He was commissioner in Rivers then. So he did the bidding of the president. At the end of the day, they will want to
reward you for
not really in the interest of the people.
If proper rules of engagement is followed, I think these people, this personnel, wouldn't have gotten to where the height they have gotten to today.
All right, the comment section before you go. Okebholo says, I am afraid political activities such as the one seen in Edo State yesterday does not drag us into tribal war. It's teaching times. It says now, okay, that's what it's trying to say right there. All right, Bayo Kayode, good morning to you. All right, good morning, you're welcome. All right, Daddy says obedient movement, how market. Well, Tima says, Mr. Michael, can you see why democracy can't work in Nigeria? How many times did you hear that a political opponent was attacked under Buhari? Tinubu is not a Democrat, but a tyrant. All right, Obayaga says the guy was embarrassing. That's I think he's referring to Okpebholo. All right, it goes on. Michael Frakumba supposed to be the next IGP, but he has been forced into retirement because Tinubu preferred his Yoruba brother over Umba because he's an Igbo man. All right, Buhari was crying under Obasanjo until a more democratic Jonathan gave him space to breathe. This is coming from real space. So yes,
wow. Under Jonathan, APC that has never won anything. They were busy winning court, busy winning cases in the court. Jonathan was even Osomole. It was Jonathan. I heard it very clear. Jonathan congratulated Osomole, even though he was in no positions at that time. He gave them that space. They were winning. He gave them whatever it takes. Pure democracy we witnessed, but they turned against him because of whatever they think they believed in. But it's unfortunate on the issue that because I knew clearly that the security that were in Edo State were actually withdrawn. Who actually withdrawn those security? There was an intelligence report that we were supposed to attack them at the ADC headquarters in Edo State where they were doing their stuff. They quickly moved out because a lot of lives would have been lost. It was a direct assassination. Unfortunately, they missed their target. Yes, it was a direct assassination. You know, but have you seen anybody from the presidency issue a statement in that regard? Nobody will say it. But by the time they drove this thing to a certain point, no, it's not going to be like 1967. I'm telling you honestly, it can never be like 1967. This time around, it can never be. What are they driving at? What is? I'm telling you that the whole thing came from the presidency.
You have a proof?
But it's not a matter about having a proof. Bro, it's not a matter about having any proof. And let me tell you, at that threat issued by the governor of Edo State, Monday Okpebholo, when that issue was, did you hear anybody from the presidency condemn him? Or do you think that they will actually see an article in Edo State and open bullet on him? They cannot do that. What are you telling me? I think there's possibility they would have invited the headies in Edo State to carry that action. Because I listened to briefs from there where they were in the ADC secretariat in beneath there, and when they left to 2 governors were there. 2 former governors were there. They quickly took refuge at Oyegun's place. That was when they came there. Assuming that all of them were there, and do you know how many people that would have died? And you said, but this is not this, but the message is very clear, you know, that Obi should not die for this unfortunate entity. That is why when I say it here, I say it with every conviction. If you like, hate me. If you don't like, that's your business. I don't care. And when I say it with every conviction. You are seeing it clearly that this is a direct attack to oppress and suppress Nigerians. I remembered when Buhari was attacked.
In Kaduna.
You remember what Jonathan did? Up till now,
Yes.
no, Jonathan was even shaking. Jonathan was not shaking because he was not confident of himself. He was shaking because, you know, these demons will turn it to another thing. And he quickly moved in security. Not only that, he bought a fresh jeep immediately to make sure that at the end they still turn against him. That man, whatever he call himself, they are not going to investigate it. I know. They will see it as a normal thing because an Igbo man is involved. It is in our eyes there that we saw very clearly that it was Tinubu sentenced Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment. Tinubu did it.
This is not all about.
No, but it's not about it. But I'm trying to mention. But I'm trying to mention it. I'm trying to mention it to you. Are you not seeing it clearly that Frank Mba was supposed to be there? But when Obasanjo was in power, where was federal character? There's no federal character anymore. If you look at the CBN appointment, all of them, 11 of them are Yorubas. All Yoruba everywhere in Asurok. And you have the God to say you want to kill Peter Obi, and you people are painting it. If it was Atiku now, you would have seen, yes, it is condemnable, it is this and that. Again, we know very clearly, but we are waiting for the time when a superior force, because it has gotten to that level. Imagine, I think Jonathan said he has all the powers to do anything, but he deliberately refused to do that. To checkmate anybody and throw anybody to the dustbin. Is that what they call leadership? And somebody will come here and tell me that it's a year strategy that has not produced anything. Let's start strategy my foot.
What triggered the removal of IGP? Egbetokun? What triggered this removal? Is it political disagreement or what?
Okay, how many days does he have to resign? He's the one that resigned.
Is he the one that resigned?
Yes, he's the one.
The president.
He's the one that resigned.
Sacked him.
He was the one that resigned. He resigned and said, "Okay, I'm done. Thank you," because he knew that it was time. The presidency can quickly call him on the phone and say it is time, and that is it. But I am telling you, in the history of Nigeria, ever since we came into democracy, the only person that I have seen that maintained a certain structure called federal character, which is embedded in our constitution, is Olusegun Obasanjo. Everybody has become, and you say, hey, there's a tribalism. Now we know they do a pass. Let me tell you see that Monday Okpebholo, or whatever they call himself, governor of Edo State. He's the one, and up till now, to tell you what is actually playing out, up till now, they are still threatening Obi that it is not the Igbo turn. Listen, his boys are still coming on social media to threaten Obi, whether they're from Edo State or whatever, telling Obi that he's not, telling him that he should not still come to. And the government are seeing these things. Just the way Fulani military are celebrating themselves in social media, they are seeing these things, and everybody keep quiet. Nobody does anything, including Atiku and the rest of them. They are part of what is playing out. They are deliberately part of what is playing out. Is it Tinubu's turn? Has Yoruba haven't they produced presidents in this country? Or is this his turn? And I know how to play politics. Pass. That is absolutely, for me, it's unfortunate. Because if that guy, either by omission or commission, Obi was killed, God forbid, in Edo State, what would Bola Tinubu be talking about now? Because there's no how. Because see, when you brought somebody that is not exposed, is not lettered, he was saying that Obi gave them 15 million in Edo State. He was calling 15 million 1.550 million. And you brought such, I don't know the adjective to use to qualify such an unfortunate thing. He doesn't have right to come to Edo State, and if anything happens to him, the presidency was silent. Bayo Alaluga, nobody called them out and said, "What are you talking about? Are we not in democracy?"
And this is trying to find out what went down in Edo State, what happened. What do you think so?
Who?
Presidency?
Trying to find out.
To investigate.
No, bro, is it a condemnable? No, wait, is it a condemnable act? That's
sure.
invested. No, if it's a condemnable act, we expect that man, Bayo Alaluga, and all the urchins there to at least say this thing is condemnable. See, when you're a leader, you're in the public space, and when you make that kind of statement, people that does not concern them can take it up on themselves that your body language have endorsed the assassination of Peter Obi. That is why when you're at that level, you need to be very careful what you say. And up till now, he has not retrieved that statement. IG, whether it's IG, okay, that's Bola Tinubu's business. Whoever he likes, let him appoint. That is business. But we will come to live with this unfortunate reality. Let Disu go and serve him. If he has credibility, let him go to the office and prove it. At the end of the day, Nigeria will be able to judge whether he is the best IG or not. At the end of the day, I am not against that kind of appointment. You know, of course, it has been there for some time now. So it is issue.
To you, it seems the president didn't follow the established police service procedures before appointing Olatunji Disu. Are you telling us that the president has no prerogative to appoint?
No, boss, does Nigeria have protocol? Does Nigeria have process? He got to United. Those of them who are watching this program now, No, I'm telling you, do they have process for that? Do they have respect? Do they respect the Nigerian constitution? They don't. It's a gangster likes. Go to United States today. I watched Donald Trump State of the Union address. The Democrats were attacking him. Even before calling him a racist, saying all manner of things. He never carried a gun on anybody.
Constitutionally, does he have the right to appoint anybody?
You
feels like appointing.
In first order is prerogative to so do. And when you look at appointment into that offices, at times there are some procedural approach to it. You have the PSC there,
Police Service
commission can make recommendations, or you have to vet among the ones that is being put forward before you, then and pick the one that you feel that falls within, that can do it. But I don't know whether that route was taken by PSC to Mr. President to have arrived at Disu. I recall that Disu was AIG, being made acting IG now. Even though in time past we always seen that pattern play out. Having said that, what matters most to me is that is delivery. Whosoever the president deem it fit to appoint, let he or she goes there to perform what is being saddled with. I'm not after that.
All right, Safa Abiodun says, Oyeze, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. Mr. Governor Okpebholo warned him several times before coming to Edo State.
Oh, but let me ask you, where is it tolerated anywhere in the world, even in Nigeria here? Where is it tolerated that people, what of at the time of trying to, remember what happened in Benue when Kayode wanted to visit Benue governor? He called and called and called more than 100 times. The PA is still waiting for over 2 hours or 3 hours. The PA is still waiting, and the governor himself deliberately avoided. But did you know when it happened? But the fact still remains. But do you need any guarantee, security guarantee? Okay, if I want to travel to Edo State now, I should call the governor. Because I know, yes, now,
no kind of influence
Obi is a citizen of Nigeria. You are the one that's giving him those titles. Every Nigerian should be protected. As simple as that, irrespective of where you come from. I don't have the government number. I don't want to go to Benin. I will start waiting until the governor receives call and say, okay, clear it. How many people do you want to clear to enter Edo State?
He was talking about Obi.
Bros, let me tell you. Let me tell you very clearly, Mike. Nigerians are mediocres. Nigerians are mediocres. And that is why it is tomorrow. I am advocating for the separation of Nigeria. Whether you like it or not, I am advocating it, and I have not changed my position until leadership. I see leadership. Personally, I will advocate it. I'm still saying it 100%. That the North and the West are working against Obi, including Atiku. And I can tell you that. But the fact still remains, the fact still remains, whatever you look at it, is it not correct for the presidency to call that certain? Like I've told you how, you know, they say president body language. Are you not hearing it? Governor's body language. Even now we are here, I can look at your body language. It passes a certain message.
Chinedu of Lagos, please be careful before jumping into conflict.
You be careful yourself. You need to be careful yourself, because you people celebrate mediocrity. That's why everything is upside down. If there's a unanimous voice to take this reckless,
I'm still telling you still need to be very, very careful. It's very, very important.
Reckless statement.
Don't just jump into conclusion.
But let me tell you very clearly. If there was security presence, listen, if there was security presence at the secretariat, ADC secretariat in Edo State, and as a former governor, listen, as a former governor, 2 governors were present there. Are you telling me there were no security attached to them at that particular time? And what I'm saying.
Another question we need to ask: was Okpebholo officially informed?
Yes. Yes. See, it can be.
Is that officially informed?
Is stepping into? That's an abnormal thing to say. It's very abnormal. It does not show civility. Irrespective of your differences in opinion and party differences, we are all assumed to be Nigerians. Mike, you cannot start coming to Abia State now and you want to call Governor Alex Oti. Okay, I'm coming to Abia State. Please give me security. Or you want to? What of millions of people that don't have access to the Commissioner of Police there? Those who have access to.
You are not Obi.
I let me tell you. Bro, let me tell you. Why are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do you mean by what I don't? Bro, let me tell you. What makes them? What is the difference? They are citizens, like I am too. As simple as that.
Do you go with crowd?
No, do Obi go with? You don't know. I've seen Obi even before now. I was in Anambra State under Obiano. Let me tell you my experience. The first time I saw Obi physically, I attended a burial in Anambra State. I can't remember the particular community, but it was off Norway completely. It didn't really all those areas completely. And when in that mass compound, who happens to be either a state assembly member under Obiano or a House of Rep member was burying his mother. Obi came with a pickup, was sitting in front of pickup. The pickup guy drove Obi into the compound. I didn't know it was Obi. And when I came out, when Obi finally came out, I was wondering, and people start, I said, this former governor, he said they pick up, no security. Nobody was following him. And when he was leaving, just the same pattern, quietly he left. And what then now I'm asking you, what makes him a difference apart from the title? He's a citizen first and need to be protected. Anywhere within the Nigerian territory. You can see that statement of Okpebholo, nobody condemned it at that. You can see the result. And when we shout here, he said, this one, you don't know what you're talking about. Bro, Jonathan have everything to destroy opposition in Nigeria.
100%. 100%.
But he was busy congratulating them. This guy won in the state. He said, congratulations. People are wondering.
I think some people in the comment section have contrary opinion to what you are saying. Contrary opinion to what you are saying. Oh yes, Dara says Abiola was killed. Nothing happened. If Obi got killed today, nothing will happen.
Abiola was killed under what regime?
Military what are you saying? What are you saying? Do you know what you are saying? Is an issue? Is there this circumstance? No, see, that is why it's quite unfortunate that this capacity that we find ourselves now is not going to take a certain process forward. But let me tell you, Abiola contested the election that was supervised by an Igbo man, even though he was not honored. Listen, supervised, and you can see the level of credibility. They will not get them. Nobody has it. We are the soul of this nation. You can't see you. Even in America today, there's no Hamlet without a prince. There's no Hamlet, even in Jerusalem. Even among the 12 disciples of Christ, there is a prince.
Yes.
That is how God made it.
Peter.
He don't need to praise people because of their status.
I love your confidence.
It's not matter of confidence, that is the reality. The reality. Only thing you don't want to take the reality, and that is the problem of Nigeria. Until I told the people here from the onset in this country, see, everybody is blessed in one way or the other, as a person, as an individual. You understand? But that doesn't mean that you should take away that belongs to me. That credibility that God has credited to me, you now take it away. It's not possible. And which I have stated it in this platform, that if I happen to be the president of this country, yeah, and if I were to be a person like the late Muhammadu Buhari, it's very simple. You see all this criticism of and they are carrying up and down of imaginarization or whatsoever. I don't need to play that game of Operation Python dance against Nnamdi Kanu. I will use brain. And how do I go the Kanu? Oh yeah, come. What is the problem? He will tell me, see what I see. Okay, how do we go about it?
Oh yeah, you now supervise it. I hand it over to you. You don't need to carry gun. You don't need to play that game that need to where we are today. Which painted every average Igbo man now, even in his heart, black against Nigeria. Even among those that are parading themselves in the corridor of Bola Tinubu, they know within themselves somehow. You understand me? So there are many ways. See, if I happen to be president, there are things Igbos is good at. You understand? Give them the backup. That area the Hausas are good at. Give them the backup. That area the Yorubas are good at. Give them the backup. You will see this country doing well. I said it here the other time that Nigeria is richer than even America. But the problem is we don't have leaders that can manage the resources that God has blessed this country with. They are too greedy. Igbos is good in many areas. Why are you envying? Why are you struggling with it? Look at Kayode. I told you people that if I happen to be go to China. When you see a Chinese cobra, he dresses like an office man. Go to China. You give them, build that place, and government will generate money from there. They will make money. Because those guys are talented. You see this like your car and the bus seat. They saw it there. Perfectly. There is one suit. If I bring it here, you will not believe that it was sold in Aba. They call it Italian. You think it's imported one. You know that it was sold in Aba. Honestly, a lot of things are going on in that place. Give them that kudos and give them that recognition. Nigeria will make more money from there.
All right, in the comment section, today Okafor says he advised Peter Obi to desist from this Nigeria politics in March 2024 in Anambra State Airport. Umuleri through earpiece. And the Shimatu is saying the same thing. I don't know. All right, okay. He says, Michael, I met Obi the first time inside an earpiece flight from Lagos to Owerri. At my back in the economic class, Obi is a simple man with clear conscience.
I don't know whether I don't know why. No. Assassination. No. Mike, there's no sympathy. I'm telling you, anybody that is expressing sympathy, those person should be questioned. I told you clearly.
Why did some people say the attack was staged in order to gain public sympathy?
No. Who says that? No, they're saying it. They're saying it. I said before I came out. That was around. That's around 4 a.m. this morning. I just opened my phone. Yes, I opened my phone and I saw the guy saying it clearly. Saying it. Don't come to those states. We know what we are doing. Bola Tinubu 4 years, 8 years. No two ways about it. I feel that under Jonathan, under Obasanjo, there were not people who were aspiring to be president. Even if Bola Tinubu is going to go, even if Bola Tinubu is going to go 8 years, allow opposition party to do their thing. As simple as that.
Was it not in this platform that many of us saying that the opposition are weak? Opposition are not doing it. Now look at the movement of that opposition.
See, let me tell you. See,
look at what it was.
I don't think psycho. I don't celebrate psycho fans.
You understand?
I'm telling you. I don't. And I will not. If you like anything or whatever you feel like, just accept it. My prayer and understanding of this country. Nobody can change that narrative. Nobody can change that narrative until I begin to see leadership. If Even Donald Trump cannot change it. If you like, let everybody give you.
No changes in Nigeria. No leadership in Nigeria. I've said it before. Leadership in Nigeria. When I say Nigeria, no dey better. People say why, and you say you dey pastor, why? Look at what leadership. Which one is the leadership here? Where is the significance of the leadership? They give you no big one. You take back here. What is the significance of leadership? You're nobody. No, excuse me, Onyeze. Mr. Anchor, please. What is the symbol of the leadership in Nigeria currently? Can you prove it? Is there any symbol of leadership?
Oyeze, don't let them stress you.
No, nobody should stress me. Let me tell you, nobody should stress me here. Nobody should stress me. I have been in this place, in this bus stop, for over 15 years now. Nobody will stress me. And even before this platform came, I have been an advocate. So not be stressing. Give me a microphone, I will address the whole world. As simple as that. And I'll tell you the simple truth. Whether you like it or not, keep on going on. Because I can see it very clearly. There is an attempt. And that attempt up to now. But imagine if it was Atiku that came to Edo State. And there was Baya Ononuga. Daniel Buala would have come out and said, it is condemnable.
So Fabian says, Oyeze, please calm down, calm down. This is not a matter of shouting, vocalizing.
It's not about vocalizing.
Are you telling me that Oyegun has no single entrance CCTV or street CCTV to prove their image to the
Oh no, there was no assassination attempt. Because that's what you are driving at. There was no assassination, there was no shooting, there was no attempt on anybody's life. Nothing, no evidence. Thank you.
But see, my brother, this is not even the to assassinate Obi. In 2023, the same thing took place. You understand? In 2023. So this is not the first time.
Yeah. All right, Emmanuel says that's Bleaching Cream, chairman of Edo State, and the Olodo D7 governor should be held accountable. All right.
Man, just like what this guy tested. That is what I expected. I think Nigeria police is there. You know, Nigeria police is there, and other security agencies. They would have invited Sunday Okpebholo for that statement. Just the way they're inviting these people now. About what explain this, then he will be cautioned to understand that at that position he is seen as a leader, as a role model.
Sensitive position.
Mike, that's what I'm saying. Get out! Don't put me up here.
All right, William Sokama says, if any of these politicians in power did not condemn what happened to Mr. Peter Obi, then you know that exactly this is what Nigeria will be in future, according to my message.
Why are they wasting time? Why are they wasting time now? Why are they wasting time? But I'm not saying they should do anything. No. Just say we condemn this act. Simple. I see. At the end of the day, they will sweep you under the carpet.
All right. Let me quickly read out the message. The private message is sent to me. That was William Sokama. Nigeria has entered a period of deeply troubling leadership, and many people fear it is becoming increasingly authoritarian. If this continues, the future may be even more difficult because some members of the political elite appear determined at any cost. Many citizens feel that those in authority are willing to do anything to protect the system they benefit from. This is a
those of them who are in
leadership.
Those of them who are in America or where somewhere else, was Donald Trump not removed first time? Huh?
Yes,
he was removed. He was removed. And who did that for? You have all the governors. You have everything now. You understand? You have everything, and then why not at least look at the issue on ground and be able to make sure that tomorrow you say make I come forgive you. Say you don't say. You're gonna see yourself.
Ejiofor says, I said it yesterday that any politician who assumed office in a mago way will always do anything to please whoever that helped him to get to that position. I can even kill for that person.
That is the Nigeria. Tinubu, APC,
we started.
So Monday Okpebholo could do anything for Tinubu. He can do anything for President.
Is he going to stay there forever? Is he going to stay there forever? No, my brother. He is just the body language presidency.
That is exactly what
I am telling you. That is he's playing the card of the presidency. There's no two ways about it. That's the body language of the presidency. They don't attack anybody apart from Obi.
All right, David Okafor says Today Okafor saying that Peter Obi is a Nigerian and he should enjoy Nigeria fully.
Yes, my brother.
Yes, they are not giving that.
When you see people with rational mind who are free thinkers like me, because I don't need anybody to tell me who I am. I'm a free thinker.
Somebody's asking you a question. Are you now accusing the president for this again?
Oh, okay, what are you talking about? I'm telling you now. Why are you accusing the president? Do you know why? When that man made that statement, what does the presidency supposed to do? What does the police supposed to do? What does the DSS supposed to do? They will call you, they invite you. You come to their office. They will now, after explaining, they will now caution you and tell you and remind you of the position who you are at that point. Then, while going back, you will now, even Oshomole did not behave like this. So are you saying that Obi should not? No, for you. Where is it done? You know where I'm saying this is that up till now, this is how many hours now? We have not had anything from Bayo Nonuga and Egbetokun and Reno, Okiribo, Onojo. Why can't all this? They should come out to say something. Why can't they come out and say this thing? Even if Bola Tinubu will claim that he does not say it because it is part of what that. So it has gotten to that point that anything goes.
At this point, what advice will you give to Peter Obi? Should he back out or continue?
Boss, let me tell you, irrespective as I'm saying it here, I'm saying it here clearly. As long as this unfortunate entity remains, Obi have right to aspire. Yes, to aspire any of the political position. But let me tell you, that's
meant to demoralize.
Not demoralization. Okay, nobody should bring that concept here. But do you know what is called gun? Do you know what is called gun? When you take it out, it does not come back. And somebody who is carrying gun to a mission knows what is going to do. Mike, I'm just telling you, there was an intelligence report when they were in the ADC headquarters. They now moved. They came there and opened fire. Why?
How did they even do it? They trailed them all the way from event to private residence.
Private residence, I'm telling you, because you know why they did not open fire there. They would have killed a lot of people.
What about the security?
Hello.
You know what I'm telling you?
They have targets.
You know what I'm telling you?
There is a particular person
about the security.
A particular person is what they want. Not everybody. So the particular person is the person that they chased after. They followed after.
If you have come to the point, Bola Tinubu should not come to the Eastern campaign. Bola Tinubu should not come to the Eastern campaign. Before you come to the East, you were written to all the governors, all the youth leaders in that place. I'm telling you now. You understand? Before you step a foot there. Is that what you are trying to tell me? Who is marketing this rubbish? Who is discussing this stupidity of a nation?
All right, that says when Tinubu was attacked, Obaseki era, no single obedient movement condemned it. Now, because of Peter Obi, you are saying
let me tell you, when you are saying that, which is not correct, because people will always want to form something that is not it and make it to be something. That is your nature. Did they shoot gun? The whole people die. It's either they throw pure water or they throw something.
That's what you are saying. Yeah, gun is not microphone. No,
what's for this thing
from microphone?
People are exposed now. People should stop this.
Anyway, Sir King Henry reached out to me yesterday night and he told me to give both of you 20,000. Please appreciate King Henry.
King Henry made a lot. bless you, the palace of the palace. May the Lord. Onye nwe m chere na m asụ asụsụ nna m ọ gịnị na m chọrọ ikpere wee kpere n'isi wee tọọ n'isi ebe ọgọ bụ nshi fụta Chineke tiere wee mmaji kwuru mmaji gịnị ije na-abata onye nwe m je nọ na-edo n'aha Jizọs.
The palace himself, thank you and God bless you. You have been very extremely wonderful to this platform and respectively to us. May God continue to shower you with blessings. Only say remain one for, I know you are one for, and God will bless you wherever you are. Angels from heaven and earth will always bestow their grace upon you. In the name of Jesus Christ, I pray. Amen.
All right, check your account. You see the money there. Thank you so much. 20,000 naira from King Gary, the palace of the palace. Kule, good morning to you. You're welcome to the program. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine, man.
Good to welcome.
Good to be here again. Thank God for life. Good to be here. Thank God for life.
All right. If Obi had died in that attack yesterday, what do you think would have happened?
I think I will not ever pray that such thing will happen, that Obi will die in that state. So to me, I think the Obi too, I think there must be a bit respect to even contact Okpebholo that I'm coming to your state to. I mean, they were friends, man. They need to be friends now. Politics cannot just turn themselves to enemy. So I don't see Obi good. Likewise, I can say Obi good. When you are coming to somebody's state, right? You need to inform the government so that even if it is security they will give to you, they'll be able to provide it. I mean, wishing that the past people that just left here, that they don't know what they're saying. They are the ones that are foiling the issues of normal regional, what's it called?
There were no security men with him?
Yeah, I don't think so. Because if it's coming to Benin, right? Once you hit the governor on seat, right, they will provide all the security because they know that nothing should happen to you. Nothing must happen to you. So to me, they are just trying to romance and try to just bring what is not even. Should be talking of what we should not be talking of. And Obi will always be looking for, so sympathizers that will always be carrying along that they attacking, they do this. When you are going to, when Obi was in Anambra, can you go to Anambra, the governor, or pay a visit to? You see, politics now only by hatred. Oh, Mr. Governor, I'm in your state now, just to see some of my citizens there, or my followers. I mean, there's nothing bad.
Do APC governors contact opposition governors before they go to their states?
Majority of the states they've gone to are their states, likewise. And I can tell you what they did. Majority of the states, APC.
I'm not asking you. They contact opposition governors. They contact Seyi Makinde. They contact one of Adeleke. Do they contact which one again?
When APC went to Osun, as of that time, I don't even think they've even been in Osun for any campaign for now. Because the crisis in Osun already, the local government crisis, APC has never even been in Osun. So even if they are going to Osun, they need to contact. There must be one of them that will contact the governor. That okay, for security reason, we'll be coming to your state. We're coming to Osun to have a rally. To have this.
You can't why is democracy suffocating under President Bola Tinubu?
You see, I don't think democracy is suffocating under it's been suffocated under this. That is what you hear. So? Because he himself had a lot of enemy, right? I've never seen anybody
was on the side.
Yeah, it was so too, right? Because they took him up even right from the military. This Tinubu, you see, he has been a serious target from the military angle, right from the military angle. So what they are saying about Obi and all these things, when somebody can tell you, a general of all general in army, that say get Tinubu dead or alive, that was Abacha. So why are you not saying the threat?
We're not talking about.
I'm talking when you talk
military rule.
Yeah.
I'm talking about democracy.
democracy now. Yeah, Tinubu has not threatened anybody. It may be the followers, or it may be, but Tinubu has not.
What is supposed to do?
What he's supposed to do now is just let's get the case.
He has never threatened anybody.
Let him get the case.
And when he saw Monday Okpebholo threatening Peter Obi, did you see anything?
But as I told you earlier, now that Okpebholo, what's it called, Peter Obi good. You cannot be coming to somebody's territory, a governor. That means you came into his territory as if you don't respect him, as if there's no governor on the seat. You see, politics is not just about. They shouldn't take politics about hatred. You can easily visit. And you can even see. Don't let us be going and be coordinating a lot of wrong impressions, right? There's nothing wrong. Politics is not fight and die. Fight to die.
Real or stage?
I think
Was it a stage attack?
It may be because
I'm asking.
it may be because Tinubu. When I say Tinubu, Obi was looking for sympathizer. As it is now, he's always looking for sympathizer that will sympathize with him and bring you see, I was hearing my brother that was saying the Southeast you see, they always infuse tribalism into politics. If you don't know anything about politics, don't carry tribalism, don't put tribalism into politics. You need to go and relearn and know how they play politics, right? And I can tell you, they said Igbo has been marginalized. Igbo has been marginalized. I always tell them, the juiciest posts in Tinubu cabinet went to Umwai. And again, I'll tell you,
he is the recent appointment, or the latest appointment of Disu as acting IGP, and not a clear example of marginalization. Egbetokun, Yoruba man out, and Disu.
If you are the one,
Disu, Yoruba man.
if you are the one, will you put somebody that you will trust or somebody that you don't trust? You could see the country as it is, the insecurity in the country. Anybody can do that. Let me tell you. Even under Jonathan, Uba, the military guy, the chief of army staff under Jonathan was Odigie-Oyegun. So what are we now saying? Tinubu wants some people that he can trust because they are more in the governance already now. And he needs somebody that he can trust wholeheartedly. And Disu is a top-notch policeman. Let me tell you, Disu is a top-notch policeman. I was even expecting that with the other guy that they ousted now. Egbetokun.
What was the performance of Egbetokun?
It was really a failure. Let me just say, it was really a failure.
Why did you try another try?
Why do you need to try another try? I repeat myself again.
If he's trying,
he cannot risk his life when you know there's a lot of hatred on him. I'm telling you, I'm repeating it again. Tinubu cannot risk his life when you know he's being surrounded by enemy.
Is he only Southwest of
And I'm saying that
2023 election?
Did you hear what I said? That even the Southeast are benefiting a lot. The Umai has the best, the most juiciest post. For you to be given trillions of dollars to go and build Lagos Calabar Road. You know how much is making?
You need to go and say.
You know how much is making?
You need to go and say.
So you guys, your enmity you have for the president. So what I'm saying now is, you see, there's no how you can put the blame game on the Mr. President with what happened. And at the same time, the president needs to call Okpebholo that politics is not all about, it shouldn't be dirty to the extent that they will start,
All right, what's happening in your state, Lucky? How would you describe that?
It's a disaster. Edo people will not be used as a slave good. Edo people will not be used as a police. I will put it. Please, I am begging you to your APC members. They should not come and cause havoc in Edo State. We love Obi. Obi is not our enemy. They should not use Edo State as a case study, battleground. I don't know why. How can you, this by this time, an assassination opposition? Don't forget, Akpafomiza said it. If I have not notified anything happened to you, you are on your own. On your own.
What are you now saying? You didn't notify anybody?
Baby cried today, died yesterday. So, Kule, I am begging you. I am begging you. Make I kneel down. Let me beg you. Assassination, that is military error. It should not happen in my state, Edo State. Otherwise, if anything have happened yesterday, they will be, you know what happened? People will against people. They are people.
Let me illustrate something.
Number one, you say Egbetokun, the term have expired, and he has not been doing well, killing everywhere. He has to be sacked, not resign. Because sacked. Secondly, why are you bringing? I know today. This I know it very well. Former commissioner of River State and former task force commander. If we want to succeed, can't Tinubu look for somebody from at least Ogoja or from other states and pretend? Well, for me, that is all this. All I know is that Kule, Edo State is not a place you can use to kill an opposition. Please. Reject it. We cannot do that. We are peaceful loving
Mr. Lucky, I hate somebody that has double standard. You understand? I hate somebody that hate double standard.
What's double standard?
In Edo State, did Obi inform our governor? Capital, no.
Hold on.
Let me talk. No, let me talk. Please, let me talk. Hold on, let me talk. No. Hold on.
No campaign.
No, hold on. Something. I will call your attention to something. The last time Obi came to Edo State, Okpebholo come on the national TV and said if such a thing happen again, he will not guarantee safety. Hold on. In Edo State that the indigenous are not safe. They kidnap doctors. They kidnap innocent people in their homes. In their villages,
that is the problem.
We are battling with insecurity. What I want to say is this: is that our governor is dancing to the tune of Mr. President. He doesn't want to listen to any of them, especially the chairman in Edo State and Jafet. He talks anyhow.
Okay, good.
You understand? And now what I'm telling you is that Edo has the highest insecurity apart from the north in the south. If you go to Edo, you don't care, they will kidnap you. And the governor is not saying anything about it. He's going about telling people he's going to give Ashiwaju 2.5 million votes. 2.5 million. Early last month or late last month, they went to ADC their campaign office. They shot. The governor did not say anything. What I am telling you is that our governor is not fit to be our governor.
No pressure. That's where I'm going. How many governor opposition will go to a state and start telling governor I'm coming? If there's anything like a program, it's the people that invited the governor that will go and take police protection to protect that place. Are you aware? They went to the venue, shoot to the venue, then went to shoot that place. It's not good. They have admit that the governor is number one is helpless. Number two, he cannot fit to be a governor. A governor that cannot make sure pronounce this year stay in the function. Automatically, APC bring disaster in our state.
Right.
We reject it.
We have more doubt in Edo State.
All right, thank you so much, all the viewers. I really appreciate your contributions this morning. And to our viewers on the platform who engaged us and the ones watching without commenting, I say a big thank you to all of you. The program started before 7 o'clock, and this is past 9, 6 past 9. More than 2 hours. And we need to go. We need to go. Thank you. Yeah, we'll be standing. How many hours now? All right. Kayode blessed you yesterday with the sum of 20,000 naira.
Again,
I appreciate it.
I agreed again. I appreciate. We live long. They make it forever and ever. My name is Lokia Yabuna. I do not believe.
He also blessed you yesterday with 20,000 naira.
The king of the palace of the king. Thank you. God bless you. God bless your generation.
All right, Mrs. Clara, bless you with 30,000 naira. Suma,
Thank you so much, everyone, Miss Clara, everyone. How to use this moment to appreciate the kind gesture. I really appreciate that. God bless you. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mrs. Clara, King Henry, and the rest of the viewers supporting us on this platform. If you are watching the program the first time, kindly subscribe to the channel. Also share the program. Let people know what is going on.